And welcome to the Jade. The Rockets, a known commodity really for the entire season after acquiring Chris Paul. The Jazz, different story. Gordon Hayward leaves, numerous injuries, great rookie in Donovan Mitchell, and this team has evolved from day one.
You have a dynamic trio. You have a coach in Quinn Snyder who is absolutely brilliant at drawing up the right plays. Even think about his path coming from the Austin Turtles from the D-League, really working his way up the ladder to now being successful. Then you think about Donovan Mitchell, a guy that at Louisville was a decent basketball player, was a good basketball player, but nobody expected this kind of blowout year that he's having. Maybe a generational type player, a younger D Wade maybe with a better jump shot, and combine that with Rudy Gobert, a guy who is able to block so many shots at the rim or deter the shot just with his length down low on the block.
Jay, a lot of most valuable player candidates in this league. In terms of most valuable defenders in the NBA, Rudy Gobert is right at the top of the list, even with the injuries that sat him out for much of this past regular season. Knocked loose. Caldwell Pope here against Harden. And count the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
The assist from number 13.
Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense to Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
The drive, right to the basket, right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Mo Bamba down to Fareed. Here's a chance from long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Fareed. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
To the basket goes Curry, but his shot stays out. Rockets have the ball. Curry. To Jaren Jackson. Oh, he's denied. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Jazz pick it up. Bledsoe slams it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Curry can't get the bounce. Bledsoe with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Harden to Fareed. It's Henson with the rebound. Steph Curry matched up with Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Utah with the possession.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden. Oh, he missed his first 3 shots, but he gets that one to go down, and it's a 3.
Well, when you fall down, you always get back up. That's the mindset of good shooters.
And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Curry. Missed it. To Seth Curry. Fires the 3. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Oh, a whistle.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Bledsoe with it up top. Leads one. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And throws it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Bledsoe to Seth Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Curry with the ball. Working hard on the glass. The follow won't go either. To Seth Curry. 4-3. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell? When you have Seth.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Easy path to the rim.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Bledsoe. His first effort off the mark. Steph lets loose. And the rebound taken in by Utah. First quarter's complete. The Jazz out in front. One quarter down. One way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Middleton to Shaun Livingston. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Off the mark on his free throw. Teodosic with it. Down 6 to Shaun Livingston. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Count the basket at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Confidence is such a beautiful thing, isn't it? Even if your perceived abilities prohibit it, you gotta be you.
Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Teodosic with it. We're a minute into the second quarter. Short jumper stays out. James Johnson with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Teodosic with it. Now down 6. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Cruises inside for 2.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Jaren Jackson. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Bledsoe. Beyond the arc for 3.
To number 34, Shaun Livingston. That's his.
Holiday at the line. First free throw is good. And he hits the second.
Jazz, number 13.
Perfect from the line. It's all three of them. Teodosic with it. Right now, down 7. Driving right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
To Harden. James Harden. 3 for 6 now.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Oh, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Dwayne Dedmon able to recover with the block. That's out. Last touch by Dwayne Dedmon. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Middleton. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Harden. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Dwayne Dedmon trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. It's Steph Curry with the rock. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Curry with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Stephen Curry, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. And scores. Strong take.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
It's Steph at the controls. To Jaren Jackson. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Seth Curry.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Substitution being made in this one. Seth Curry. Harden. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Caldwell Pope against Harden. Ah, no good. Harden with it up top. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Tough shot. Well defended. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Knocked loose. Steph Curry matched up with Harden. For 3, great defense, forcing the miss. Curry has it.
You got to get up on that.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Stephen Curry has got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Steph Curry, Harden's on him. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
From long range, well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Number 30, Stephen.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Fires the 3, hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Seth Curry with a chance at a 4-point play. He struggled so far.
Shot, bro.
Caldwell Pope. It's no good. Shot's not going down. That's it for the first half. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz.
The Jazz will start the second half with a decent lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Utah Jazz, the Rockets would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Bench points.
The Houston Rockets are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
James Harden has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Jazz have the ball. Here's a chance from long range. Not easy.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Curry to bring it up. His guy's down big. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Middleton. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Number 22, Chris Middleton.
Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Curry into the front court. Down a bundle. Slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Whoa, Chris Middleton. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Caldwell Pope. Great feed. Missed a wide open look. Bledsoe with the basketball. They lead it by 14. Nice pass to set things up.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
And the basket good at the rim.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Curry into the front court. 14-point deficit, and he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Stephen Curry at the line for 2 shots. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Can't connect from in close. To Bledsoe. And he finishes at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Trouble getting the ball across half court. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Seth Curry. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Into the game for the Houston Rockets.
Harden.
Number 31.
He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And scores.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Curry to the basket, but it won't go down. Mo Bamba to Harden. Fires the three. Off the iron. No good.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. And a nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Livingston here against Harden. Dwayne Dedmon with a piece. That's out. Last touch by Dwayne Dedmon. Livingston. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Stephen Curry, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 80% in this contest. Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Harden. Shot won't go. Livingston across the timeline. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. And a finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. It's Rockets ball. And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. Harden. Misfires. It's no good. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. The Jazz in command of this one. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
And Eric Bledsoe, tough make there. You can't fault the defender. It's a 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
To Seth Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Houston with the basketball. 2-point shot for Curry. Wide open look, won't go. To Bledsoe. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Stephen Curry has got 2 shots coming. Numbers, not bad. 78% in the game. And he makes them both. Bledsoe with it up top. Up a dozen. Eric Bledsoe. With that, he's 5 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Curry controlling the offense. And that's rebounded by the Jazz. 4-3. That's how you defend. Here's Curry with it up top. Trailing by 14. Stuffs it down with authority.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit. Easy layup.
Number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
Curry with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Rockets, number 34, Sean Livingston.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Bledsoe to Mo Bamba, working the outside. Harden. That's good D. Shot no good.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
John Henson at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Utah ball. Harden takes aim at Livingston. Beyond the arc for 3. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
And counted at the rim.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Caldwell Pope to Sean Livingston. Danilo Gallinari. Huge block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Stepping in for the Utah.
Bledsoe to Harden. Deep 2 there, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
And now Houston has the basketball.
Hey, double screen.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Utah Jazz.
Curry. Not that time. He missed it. To Fareed. James Harden trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Curling inside. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Stephen Curry at the line for 2 shots. Right now, he's at 81% for this contest. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. It's Harden. Brings the ball up. For 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. To Harden. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one handily.